Well, my osmosis biology project is due next Friday, and I don't know how I can test it. I know osmosis is a process by which molecules of a solvent tend to pass through a semi-permeable membrane, but I don't know how I can apply that. Well, I know that eggs actually have a semi-permeable membrane underneath their shell. If only there's some way I could remove the shell, leaving just the membrane. Got it. I will dissolve the shell, leaving just the membrane. A membrane that will allow molecules, such as water, to pass through.
Okay, so this is the chemical reaction of what's happening when the calcium carbonate shell is mixing with the vinegar or the acid. So we have our CaCO3, which is our calcium carbonate. This is what the eggshell is made out of. 2CH3COOH is the acetic acid or the vinegar. So this 2CH3COOH is what's dissolving the CaCO3. So when those mix together, you get one of three things: calcium acetate, which is a salt, CO2, which can be seen in the form of bubbles. One of the first signs you see of the reaction is when you leave the eggs sit there for just like a few seconds, you can see bubbles start to form on the edges of the egg, and that's the CO2 coming out, and H2O. And yeah, this is the balanced equation. Okay, so in this experiment, we're going to start off with our egg right here. As you can see, it has its shell on, has not been dissolved yet. And now we're going to get our cup, put the egg in the cup, and here is our vinegar. It has 5% acidity, I think. And so I'm going to open this. When you're doing this, make sure to cover the egg. Okay, so around 3 minutes has passed, and you can already see that bubbles are forming around the outsides of the eggshell. And this is the process of acid dissolving the calcium carbonate shell. Okay, so as well as dissolving one egg by itself, we're also dissolving 3 eggs together in here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Then we're gonna, again, just like the one by itself, we're gonna fill it up so that it covers all of it. Okay, now that we have our eggs completely submerged in vinegar, we're going to leave them for 24 hours, and by that time, most of the, or all of the eggshell should be completely dissolved, and we should be left with a raw egg just held together by a membrane. Yeah. Okay, so it's been a little over 24 hours, and I'm going to show you what happened to the egg. Alright, so let's get a plate. And I'm going to take the egg out of the cup. Alright. So, the eggshell, although it still looks white, it is basically dissolved. It's not there anymore. you can kind of rub off this, the remnants of the shell, and this orange stuff here is the membrane that's holding the egg together, basically. And yeah, this all took place just a little over 24 hours, so yeah. Well, yeah, that's it. This experiment was really easy to do. All you need are eggs, vinegar, and some glassware or Tupperware. And I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed. And once you've dissolved the eggshells, if you want, you can test osmosis by placing one egg in a hypotonic solution right here, and another egg in a hypertonic solution right here. And as you can see, one egg became more inflated after being in the hypotonic solution. Another egg became very deflated after being in the hypertonic solution, where water left the egg versus the hypotonic solution where it entered. And yeah.
Well, my osmosis biology project is due next Friday, and I don't even have a clue of how I'm going to test it. If only there's
2CH3COOH, which is the vinegar